Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for our Stansted Airport College New Students and Parents Information Evening. I'm Paul and I work for the marketing team and I'll be overseeing this event today. And for this session, we'll be focusing on engineering. Delivering the event today will be our Head of College, Wendy Martin. So how this event will work is that Wendy will be answering a whole series of questions, including some sent in by yourselves. We also encourage you to ask questions throughout the event using the Q&A feature. And if you're using a computer, this will be at the bottom of your screen. And if you're using a mobile device, simply tap the screen and this will appear at the top. And at the end of the event, Wendy will try and answer as many as she can. Now, please be aware that your name will appear next to your question, but you can click Ask Anonymously. And we are recording this event and you will receive an email with a link to the recording. This will also be available on the Stansted Airport College website. Now, just before I hand over to Wendy, we're going to watch a short video to show you around our campus.
Hi, I'm Joe and welcome to Stansted Airport College. This is Charlie, Verity and Alice and we're going to take you on a video tour of our college. Here we have our star agency. This is where our students come if we need any careers advice, university applications advice or if we have any general inquiries about the college. Now let me take you to engineering.
Welcome to our workshop. Take a look around. This is our Bombardier Challenger 600 jet plane. This is our computer suite, where we do all our theory lessons.
This is our training kitchen. Take a look around.
This is our cabin crew room. Take a look.
That's it from us at Stansted Airport College. We look forward to seeing you all soon.
Okay, so I'm now going to hand you over to Wendy to begin the event. Now don't forget, send in your questions using the Q&A feature.
I'm sure you'll all agree that we have some fantastic facilities here at the college and that our ambassadors there have done a great job in producing that short video for you all this evening. First of all, thank you all very much for joining us on this lovely sunny evening. It's been lovely welcoming some of your children onto campus this morning, and I hope they've really enjoyed their first experience here at Stansted Airport College. As Paul already mentioned, throughout the evening, I'll start by answering a number of frequently asked questions, and hopefully you'll be able to leave this evening's event fully informed with all the answers that you are looking for. We have had some questions sent in prior to the event via email, so I'll also work through those this evening and answer those questions for you. And I'll finish by answering any questions that come out throughout the course of the evening. So please do, as we go along, if you have any questions, use the Q&A feature and I'll try and answer as many of those questions for you at the end of the event. So just to get us started, probably one of the most frequently asked questions that we get is, what are the days and times of my course? So timetables will be issued at induction. But learners can typically expect to spend a minimum of 3 days a week in college. We do operate a shift system here at the college with early and late shifts. And the aim of this is to encourage trainees to set alarms for different times and plan travel accordingly. I mean, it helps to develop some of those work-ready skills that they'll need when moving into the aviation environment, and that in a lot of companies is a 24/7 operation. So some of those shift patterns may vary from 8 until 2, 8:30 till 2:30, and a later shift may start at 10 o'clock and finish at about 4 o'clock. So it's only slight variations in the start and finish times, but as I said, it does get young people used to being flexible and preparing themselves for different start and finish times. Our pre-apprenticeship programmes typically are 2 days of practical and it involves 1 day of theory work. The aeronautical level 3 programmes primarily involve 3 days of theory work, and there are some small elements of practical involved in those programmes. But typically all of our trainees can expect to be required to attend college for a minimum of 3 days a week. So another question that we get asked is, when do I apply for my bursary? Well, the forms for your bursary application will be sent to you with your enrolment pack, which you will receive over the summer. These forms will need to be completed and brought with you to your enrolment appointment with any required supporting evidence, and that will help us to process your bursary application timely and ensure you receive the required financial support. So is there a uniform and what are the course costs? Well, this does vary depending on the programme that individuals will be studying. So those trainees that have applied for the Level 2 pre-apprenticeship programme, there is a requirement for PPE, personal protective equipment, which includes a workshop uniform and also safety boots. So the workshop uniform will be purchased via the Wise Pay system, and that will be purchased at induction. That will include a jacket, a polo t-shirt and trousers that individuals can wear in the workshop environment. And there's a cost of approximately £50 for this. Safety boots will need to be purchased prior to starting the programme, and they will be purchased independently by yourselves. And they can be purchased from a number of different outlets, including Sports Direct, Wicks and Screwfix, just to name a few. An approximate cost is about £25 for those steel toe cap safety boots. We do request that individuals don't purchase the ones that resemble trainers, but more the actual boot, the boots that have a boot look to them. So if you're studying the Level 3 Aeronautical Engineering programme, then we do have a dress code, and it is a smart business wear. So individuals are expected to wear suits or equivalent, and they'll be able to purchase a Stansted Airport College branded tie or scarf that they can wear with their uniform. And that comes at a cost of £6 and again can be purchased at induction. One of the things that we do pride ourselves on is the professionalism of our trainees. So to reinforce this professional culture, ensuring individuals are wearing the correct uniform and conducting themselves in a professional way is really key to maintaining and upholding that professional culture that we do have here. And we have a large number of questions. People often ask us about travel. How do they get to the college? What support is there with regards to travel cards? So I'll give you an overview of where you can access information, although I won't be able to provide details relating to specific routes. Hopefully I'll be able to point you in the right direction so you can go away and do some further research on the routes and the travel cards that you will need to purchase to be able to travel to college. So to start with, information can be found on the Stansted Commuter website. So that would be stanstedcommuter.com, and there is a tab for aviation college students, and they'll be able to provide you their information relating to the route maps and also the travel card prices. And for any inquiries relating to travel, please do contact STAC Guidance at harlow-college.ac.uk, or you can contact the bursary team direct at bursary@harlow-college.ac.uk. And we will share these addresses with you after the event if you do need to contact a member of the team with any further information regarding travel. Please do not contact the commuter centre directly, as they will not be able to answer your questions, and they will direct you to the college. for answers to any of your travel related questions. But it is the Stansted Commuter website is a great source of information if you do want to access the route maps or review the travel card prices. And all of our students are entitled to up to 80% travel discount, and the prices that you will see are the discounted travel prices. There is no student parking on site. However, there is parking available for students at the Novotel car park, which is directly opposite the college. And that is a cost of £6 per day. Tickets can be purchased via the Wise Pay accounts and will be collected from the college reception. The college shuttle bus that previously is run between the terminal and the college is currently suspended at present due to the current pandemic, and we're unable to confirm if this will be back up in operation for September. However, there's no need to worry because students can travel from the terminal to the college via the 509 or 510 bus, which is run by Arriva. And these buses depart from stand 16 at the terminal. They run frequently during peak periods. The buses will run every 10 to 15 minutes. Please refer to the Arriva website about specific routes, timings and costs as well for these buses. Students that are entitled to bursary support will receive either free travel or discounted travel, depending on the initial assessment and the bursary tier that they are allocated. So you'll want to know when you will come to enrol. Well, enrolment will commence from Monday the 16th of August and will continue through till Friday the 3rd of September. You will receive an enrolment pack over the summer confirming your enrolment appointment. If for any reason you're unable to attend your enrolment appointment, you will need to contact the admissions team to request a new appointment time. When will your first day in college be? Well, your induction will take place the week beginning the 6th of September, and the specific day of your induction will be issued to you when you come along to your enrolment appointment. And then your first formal lessons will start from the week beginning the 13th of September, and timetables will be issued during your induction, confirming the days that you'll be required to attend and the shift pattern that you will be working on. We frequently get asked if individuals can work part-time alongside their college programme. And yes, absolutely. We think that having part-time work is a great way to develop work-ready skills. And if it is within the same industry that you're training in, it also helps to contextualise and reinforce what you're learning in the classroom or in the workshop, and you're able to apply that in the working environment. So absolutely. If there's opportunities to work part-time, we think it's a great chance for young people to develop those work-ready skills. We would like to reinforce, though, that the individual study programme does take priority, so it's important that individuals are not working during timetabled college days. And also there is an expectation that learners will need to study for approximately 2 days outside of their timetable college days to be able to complete coursework and meet all the relevant deadlines that are put in place for them, and to give them every chance of succeeding on the programme. So we have questions sometimes relating to individuals being nervous about starting the course and not knowing anyone in their class, and what support will be available to help them to get to know the rest of their peers. Well, there's nothing to worry about at all, because lots of trainees will all be in the same situation. And during the induction and the first few weeks in college, there'll be lots of opportunities to get to know the rest of the people in the class. The tutors and trainees will be put on specific activities and running icebreakers to help support you in getting to know the rest of the people within your classroom. Importantly, where can individuals go for lunch? Well, learners are required to stay on site for lunch, but we do have a fantastic Sky Cafe that serves a range of hot food, and we also have 2 vending machines that provide sandwiches and other cold snacks and refreshments. It's important to note that we are a cashless campus, so learners will need to use a contactless bank card for the vending machines. And for the Sky Cafe, they can either use a contactless card, or they can use their student card, which they can top up with money using their Wise Pay account, and then use that as a payment card at our Sky Cafe. There's often questions asked about work experience. Well, work experience is a compulsory part of a trainee study programme, and there's a requirement for them to complete 30 hours of work experience as a minimum throughout the course of their study. This may take place in year 1 or year 2 of the programme of study, but we will do everything that we can to support individuals to secure a placement. We have a large number of different employer contacts, and we're continuously developing our network to be able to provide young people with as many opportunities as possible. We have a placement and progression officer who is based in our STAR agency, and they'll be able to support these individuals with securing these placements. And some individuals may also already have placements lined up for themselves through family members or friends, or they've made contact independently through with some of the local business partners or employers. So we've been able to welcome a number of our young trainees to the college this morning. Some individuals that maybe unfortunately weren't able to attend, or also parents have been asking us if they will get an opportunity to visit the college before their son or daughter start in September. And the answer is absolutely yes. We have 2 further open events running on the 22nd and the 24th of June. So if you would like to pop in and have a look around the college and take a look at our facilities, or speak to a member of the team, please do go onto our website and book a place at one of those events, and it will give you the opportunity to come along and have a look at some of the fantastic facilities that we do have here. We frequently get asked by individuals if they can change their course, if they find that it's not something that they are interested in once starting the programme. And yes, again, we totally understand that it's a very difficult decision for young people to make regarding their future career. And sometimes individuals will start a programme and realise that maybe that particular pathway isn't for them. But there's absolutely no need to worry, because we have a range of different options available to our young trainees. We have a team of individuals that are on hand to provide information, advice and guidance around some of these opportunities that would be most suitable to the trainees. And we also have health checks at week 3 and week 6, where the learner mentor will sit down with the trainee and talk through how they're finding the programme, and make sure that it really is the right course and programme from them. Also, after that initial 6-week health check, we do have a number of different step-off points throughout the course of the year, where we can support learners to either change direction, change programme at the end of the first year, or even at the end of the second year if they wish to do so. So lots of opportunities available, and lots of people on hand to be able to provide the relevant support and guidance that the young trainees will need to make sure that they really are on the right programme for themselves, and will be with them every step of the way on their journey here at the college. We often get asked what the main difference is between college and sixth form. I think one of the main things is the professional environment that we have here at the college, and also our strong employer links. We have a really clear line of sight into a range of different jobs within the aviation industry. And here at the college, we're also very lucky to have state-of-the-art facilities, industry standard equipment, and we even have the Bombardier Challenger aircraft in the car park. So I'm not sure of any other sixth forms that have an aeroplane as part of their training facilities. So there really are a large number of things that does make us unique and make us really special compared to even other colleges and sixth forms. How close are we to the airport is another question that we often get asked. Well, for those individuals that have been fortunate enough to come to the college this morning and see for yourself, we are right at the end of the runway. So you've got fantastic views of planes taking off and landing throughout the course of the day. And literally just a glance across the runway, individuals can see potential places of employment once they finish programs here with us. So it's a fantastic location, and it's a really inspiring environment for our young trainees, where they can see the theory that they're learning in the classroom and the practical work they're applying, and they can just look out the window and see it all in action and happening just sort of across the runway. Another question that we often get asked is if individuals will get the chance to visit businesses around the airport. And yeah, as I've already previously mentioned, we have fantastic employer links. I don't know if any of you were able to join our recent webinar where we had a Q&A session with a few of our employer partners. And if you haven't had a chance to do that, that is also available on our website. So I recommend that you take a look at that. But we do have really close working relationships with over 40 on-site employers, and that's continuing to grow all the time. And these businesses offer tours and trips and guest talks and many more. We've had individuals have tours of the aircraft hangars, see a sort of live aircraft being worked on, and visits to GT engines, masterclasses from industry experts, and lots more. And there really is a really sort of huge amount of different opportunities available for young people to get that exposure to industry, to really get a flavour of what it is like. So parents are always keen to know, and our trainees, what support is available for them if they are struggling with some of their work. Well, all of our staff not only are experts in their industry, but also they're trained to support young people with all of the academic side of their work. We have a pastoral support team that are on hand to provide safeguarding support, counselling, study skill support. So there's again a broad range of different support available to young people here at the college. We also have 2 parents' evenings a year to keep parents up to date with the progress of their sons or daughters. And we will regularly make contact with parents if we do have any sort of concerns regarding individuals' programmes, to make sure that we try and work timely and proactively to get young people back on track with their studies and help them to overcome any barriers that they may be facing. We often as well get asked, this really is a frequently asked question, is if individuals can progress to university if they come to college and study one of our programmes. And the answer is absolutely yes. Our level 3 extended diploma in aeronautical engineering is the equivalent of 3 A levels. So individuals are able to progress to university if they complete that programme. We have had a number of individuals that have progressed this year, and we also ensure that we are delivering the further maths unit, which is essential for a number of universities, a requirement of a number of universities. So again, it gives young trainees the option to progress either to university, into employment, or into apprenticeships at the end of the programme. So it's fantastic because it opens lots of doors for our young trainees. So there's some of our frequently asked questions, and I guess most commonly asked questions. I'll now move on just to look at and feedback on some of the questions that we've received prior to the event tonight. So we had a number of questions relating to travel, but hopefully I've managed to answer those already earlier on in the presentation. We've also had a question about what sort of subjects will be included in the course. Well, for the level 3 aeronautical engineering programme, throughout year 1, there'll be the majority of the units that are covered relate to general engineering principles and design. And then in year 2, individuals start to study specialist units related to aeronautical engineering, such as theory of flight, aerodynamics. They explore aircraft engine and propulsion systems, and also aircraft structures. For the level 2 pre-apprenticeship programme, the primary focus is related to developing hand skills. And the types of skills that they will develop and that they cover include sheet metal. They do some riveting, they look at various fasteners. They also do some mechanical assembly and inspection of 4-stroke engines. And there'll be some basic wiring and testing that will help to familiarise them with the various tooling that they may need to use in industry, and help them to develop the techniques and the hand skills needed to help them be successful when they move into an apprenticeship. So we've also had a question relating to lockers. So do students get lockers? There is a yes, they do. We don't unfortunately have lockers for every single student, so we do encourage friends to share lockers. Our lockers are prioritised for our engineering learners because of the PPE that they're required to wear and the boots that they have. There's a £10 charge for the year, and £5 of that is refundable at the end of the year when the key is returned to the college. The lockers do come on a first come first serve basis as well, so it's important if you are interested in hiring a locker and purchasing a locker for the year to get in early with that. We've had a question about what individuals need to bring on their first day. They'll need to be wearing their uniform and bring a bank card if they would like to purchase food. And also for learners that will be in the workshop, they will need to bring their steel toe cap boots with them on day 1. Learners won't be allowed in the workshop without their steel toe cap boots. So it's really important that they do bring those with them on day 1 for their first practical lesson. Learners will be issued with iPads within the first few weeks of their programme, and there will be a £50 deposit required for that, but that is refundable at the end of the course if the iPad, the charger and the case are all returned in good condition. It is also a good idea, although individuals will have use of iPads, to bring a notepad and pen, so they do have that available, especially in the first few sessions before those iPads may be available to them. So we've had a question sent in to us asking how many students will be on in my son's year group. Depends on the programme of study. For pre-apprentices, there'll be approximately 60 trainees on pre-apprenticeship programmes, and for the level 3 extended diploma in aeronautical engineering, there'll be approximately 75 trainees. We currently have 60 apprentices as well working with us at the college. Class sizes range from approximately 18 to 24 individuals, again, depending on the programme of study and depending on the number of learners that enrol with us in August or September. I've had a question, it's a really important question, very good question, about will all the lectures be based at Stansted Airport College? For the pre-apprenticeship programme, the answer is yes. All study will take place at our Stansted campus. For our level 3 engineers, then in year 1, learners will spend 1 day a week at Harlow for one of the terms. So this equates to approximately 10 days, between 10 and 12 days, learners will need to travel to Harlow to undertake one of the units. And this is because of the specialist equipment and delivery staff that we have at our Harlow campus. In year 2 of the programme, there will again be a sort of minimum 1 day a week. Learners will need to travel to Harlow for between 1 and 2 terms, depending on the programme of study, to complete again a specialist unit that we have the resources for at our Harlow campus. But the majority of the programme will be delivered from Stansted Airport College. So will every lecture be face-to-face from September? We are hoping so. This will be dependent on the government's roadmap going to plan, but we really are hoping to be able to resume full face-to-face delivery from September. Our aim for the majority of lectures is for them to be face-to-face. There may be occasions when we do revert to online delivery, but the majority, as I said, of learning will hopefully be face-to-face from September, providing government guidelines do allow for that. There's some information, there was a question about some of the practical aspects of the course. I think I've touched on that briefly when sort of addressing some of the frequently asked questions around the sheet metal work, the mechanical assembly and inspection, the wiring and testing for the pre-apprenticeship programme. And for the level 3 programme, although the majority of the programme is theoretical, there are some small elements of the programme that are practical based, where individuals will be working on CAD designs. They complete a hydraulics unit, which is primarily practically based, and also an electronics unit, which also involves practical elements. In the second year of the programme, some of the practical aspects will involve sort of using wind tunnels to assess aerodynamics, and also our trainees have been over to the Ryanair hangar to look at their 737 aircraft and inspect it and explore ways in which they could actually make the aircraft lighter and more efficient to fly. So they're just sort of some examples of some of the practical elements of the level 3 programme as well. Okay, so they were all the questions that have been submitted to us prior to the event. I can see that we've had a few questions coming in via the Q&A feature, so I'll take a look at some of those now. Please do, if you have got any questions, this is a chance now to put them, use the Q&A feature and put them to me, and I'll answer them now for you. So there's a question about where can we park when we visit on the 22nd of June. There will be parking available on campus and on site. If for any reason that there are no longer any spaces available on site, there will be overflow parking available over at the Novotel. So that will be also the same for the 24th of June. So is there financial assistance available with regards to travel? Yes, there is, depending on individuals' bursary assessment. So if you're entitled to bursary support, there's different tiered systems depending on income, and the financial support will vary from having a free bus travel to having a sort of a small percentage discounted, but there is financial assistance available for those individuals that are entitled to bursary support, and as for those individuals that aren't entitled to bursary support, they do have access to the Stansted Airport commuter travel card, which gives individuals up to 80% travel discount as well. So the next question is, will you assist with progression to university, UCAS, in the same way sixth form will? Yes, absolutely. We have trips to universities, we have financial talks that we put on for all of our students, we support with personal statement writing, and we have a dedicated member of our STAR agency who supports individuals through the whole UCAS process. So absolutely, there is a sort of huge amount of support there for individuals that do want to progress to university, and we'll support them in every way that we can. So another question, is it worth doing a maths A-level alongside the level 3 aeronautical engineering programme to get me into university? Then it's not required, and it's actually very challenging to do an A-level alongside the aeronautical programme, because the level 3 aeronautical programme is the equivalent of 3 A-levels. It does include a basic engineering mathematical principles. It includes a calculus unit, and we do a further maths unit in year 2. So really there's a large amount of maths that is covered in the programme, and to give yourself every chance of success of getting the very best possible grade on the level 3 aeronautical programme, we would recommend that you do not sort of take on too much, which will impact on your opportunity of being successful in each element of your programme. And sometimes there is also a conflict with timetables that may not enable you to also study the A-level maths. So it's not essential. It's that there is a strong element of maths in the level 3 aeronautical programme itself, and that has been sufficient for all of our trainees this year to be able to progress to university and study at the universities that they've wished for. Another question regarding, is there parking at the college? I did touch on that earlier, but no, there's no parking available on campus. If you would like to drive to college, and there's parking available over at the Novotel car park for a charge of £6 per day. What happens if my son doesn't get the grades for the course? It depends on how far individuals miss out on the grade requirements. Sometimes there may be the opportunities to enrol them on the programme, and they can study their maths or English alongside their main aim. There's also a team of individuals on hand that can provide them with information and guidance, so we can find a course that is right for your son, and it may just be a stepping stone towards where they want to get to. So again, it might be a slightly alternative course with slightly alternative content, whilst they study maths and English to boost their grades, and then they could progress on to their chosen course the following year. So absolutely, if they don't get the grades, please do come to the enrolment appointment anyway, and we'll have a team of staff on hand to give information, advice and guidance about what the next step is, or whether or not you still are able to move on to that programme. Okay. Do you have any careers links with the military? Yes, we actually have 2 members of staff that deliver on the aeronautical programmes that have actually come from us from the military. We also have a number of careers talks from both the Army and the RAF, and we've had learners this year that have been successful in securing apprenticeships with the military. So yes, we do have those links as well there. I can see another question that's just come in. We've put my son down for the level 2 engineering for 1 year and the level 3 for 2 years. However, today he said he wanted to start with the level 3. Is this something that we can discuss? Yes, again, absolutely. If you come along to the enrolment appointment, we will be able to enrol your son onto the most sort of suitable program and whatever program he wishes, and providing he does have the entry requirements for that program. And as I mentioned earlier, we have health checks at 3 and 6 weeks. So if for any reason during that time it found that it wasn't the right course for him, we could also transfer and move back over to the level 2 engineering program. So we do have some flexibility there, and we want to make sure that our young trainees really are on the right course for them and are enjoying their program of study. Is there any pilots that come in? We actually have a pilot that previously worked for British Airways who currently teaches on our aviation operations programme. And we've had, this year alone, we've had talks and guest speakers come in from 2 different airlines. So we've had Titan and EasyJet pilots come in to talk to young individuals, and we're currently exploring and working with CATS Aviation to explore the possibility of delivering some of the PPL ground training as an additionality to individuals' courses of programme. But that's something that is in progress and not currently on offer at the moment, but we are hoping over the next sort of year or so to get that up and running as well, so we can deliver that. We do also work closely with Fantasy Wings, who are an organisation who support scholarships from individuals from underrepresented groups to move into becoming a pilot as well. So there's lots of opportunities for young people to gain exposure to the industry. In previous years, we've also had some individuals visit the Ryanair hangar and have sort of an experience of their flight training over at the Ryanair hangar as well. So in regards to work experience, do you assist with placements? Yes, we have a placement and progression officer who is based in our STAR agency, and she specifically works directly with our trainees and employers to try and help individuals source those placements. So yes, there is that support there for individuals. Mentioned as part of the level 3 aeronautical engineering that are some days at Harlow. We're unaware of this, getting there will be extremely difficult. Any suggestions? In the part, we can explore options with you when you start at the programme. In previous years, we have had individuals that have car shared once they've got to know some of their peers within their group. We, depending on demand as well, we have also run a minibus, so we will actually take learners over to Harlow in the morning and bring them back to the college at the end of the day. So there are options available, and we can discuss those at the start of the programme and when that unit is going to be delivered. So it's nothing to worry about. We will help to find a solution for you regarding that travel to our Harlow campus site. Okay. I think that's all the questions so far. If anyone has any final questions, do please, I'll give you a minute or so now just to put those into the Q&A feature now, so I can answer any final questions for you. Okay, I think that is all then. It doesn't appear to be any more questions coming through for this evening. If you do go away from this evening's event and think, jumping the gun, a couple just coming in now, I think. Okay, do we have to book for the 22nd? Yes, please go onto our website and book a space. You must book, otherwise you will not be able to attend. So please go onto our website and book for the open event on the 22nd and the 24th. So for pre-apprenticeship, do they just wear the workshop clothes or arrive in shirt and tie? No, for the pre-apprenticeship programme, they will just need to come in their workshop clothes, their trousers, polo t-shirt and jacket. On theory days, they will, again, they can just wear their workshop uniform, or they can choose to come in smart business wear themselves, but there won't be any casual clothes that will be allowed. So pre-apprentices do have that option to wear their workshop clothes, or they can wear a shirt and tie on theory days. On practical days, just workshop clothes. They don't need to get changed. Okay. Mentioned about an induction day. When was that again? Induction will take place week beginning the 6th of September. So it will just be for one day, and that the day will be confirmed at enrolment, but it will be week beginning the 6th of September. Okay, and then formal lessons. The formal study timetable will commence from the 13th of September. Okay. Oh, there's still more questions coming in. Do the level 3 aeronautical engineering students need steel toe cap boots? No, they do not. The majority of their programme is theory based, as already said. If there are specific activities that will be taking place that will require steel toe cap boots, we will notify individuals and give them advance warning. So for example, this year we've had some of our level 3 aeronautical learners actually support with the refit of our Bombardier Challenger aircraft, and also some have been involved in a builder plane aircraft. So if there's any projects that individuals are involved in, or any work that they will be doing in the workshop, we'll give individuals prior notice of that, and they'll then be able to purchase some steel toe cap boots. But it's not something that they will need to purchase for the very start of their course or programme. Okay. Enrolment will take place, just to remind you all, between the 16th of August and the 3rd of September. You'll receive a information pack over the summer, and that will be confirming the date and the time of your enrolment appointment. So it's important that you complete all the relevant paperwork and come into the college for your required enrolment appointment. Okay. So I think that's all the questions that have been answered for now. So if you do have any other questions after this event, please do contact us at STAC Guidance at harlow-college.ac.uk, and we'll be able to get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you've received all the information that you do require from this evening's event, and we wish you all a lovely summer, and we really look forward to having you on board and working with you in September. Thank you very much.